So winning 2 world titles, extraordinary accomplishment, you know?
Yeah, bro.
What did those victories mean to you? And how did it affect your boxing journey?
I think, you know, when you win a world championship, it's the culmination of your dreams that you've had since you started boxing. I think if you start boxing, you can't think about world championship right off the jump, right? But you know that's your long-term goal. I think anybody who decides to say, okay, I'm going to box, I'm going to be a boxer, I think that would be the dream and that would be the goal, right? But if you say, if you just think about that and you just started like last week, it's going to seem like it's so far away, you're going to give up, right?
It is far away.
It is far away, and you're also nowhere near it. So you're going to lack the confidence. But if you set, the way I did it was I set smaller goals, and on the way to it, you're getting closer to the ultimate goal, right? So the smaller goals would be like, all right, bro.
Golden Gloves.
No, not even have my first amateur fight, right? Which happened to be in the Golden Gloves. Okay, then I'm in the Golden Gloves.
So your first amateur fight was the Golden Gloves?
Yeah, it was in the Golden Gloves. And then, of course, you're in the Golden Gloves, so it's like, okay, try to win the Golden Gloves.
Now I need to win.
Yeah, and then, you know, you start to, you know, advance to other tournaments, try to win those tournaments, try to, you know, build up your resume. Then you start winning local tournaments. They let you travel. You represent your region in the regionals, and then if you win your regional, you represent your region in the nationals. You know, try to win a national title. You know what I'm saying? Try to make the Olympics. Try to make the World Amateur Championships. Trying to make the Pan Am Games. You know, like there's different levels even in the amateurs. And if you start to accomplish those goals, you're realizing like, yo, bro, you know, people taking notice of you. Like, bro, I mean, I started going to national tournaments and I started seeing managers and promoters that I had seen on TV with world champions now starting to approach me, now starting to give me their business cards. You know, back then, that's how it was. It wasn't like today where everything's an email and everything. You know, people are approaching me, you know, that I had seen on TV with world champions, and they're interested in signing me. So now all of a sudden, you know, my confidence is growing, you know, and again, this is like, in the neighborhood, people looking at me like, oh, he boxes, it's cute, you know? But me, I got like world-class promoters and managers already at the time, you know,
fuck all the rest of the people.
Giving me proposition. No, they weren't hating. It was innocent. You know what I'm saying? People just assume maybe you see a boxer, it's like, oh, he's got to be big.
Oh, he's a baseball player.
He's got to be
he's
looking.
a boxer.
He's got to be looking. He's got to look like a bodybuilder. Otherwise, he's not real. He's a fighter. That's cute. You know, no. Like, but you know, when I'll give you an example. I was 18 years old. I was fighting the 1999 Golden Gloves. So I won the year before. I lost the 99 Gloves in the finals. And I was working, because once I started boxing, I tried to stay out of trouble. I started to get like little jobs, like the little $5 an hour jobs, the little gimmicks, you know, you try to get pocket money. You started getting in trouble, you know?
Yeah.
So I was working at a bagel store. First, I worked at Tasty Bagels, which, you know, rest in peace, Tasty Bagels. Neighborhood staple. Those the guys were great. I worked there first. Then I had to go on an amateur trip, I remember, with the New York team that was like 3 weeks in Europe. I was like, I let them know, but then on the 3 weeks, bro, you're expendable. You're a $5 an hour guy. Like, yeah, don't worry. We just, you know, we need you to work though right now. But when you go, don't worry. You'll be back. I'm like, I just want to make sure I have a job when I get back. Yeah, don't worry. I come back 3 weeks later. We replaced you, guy. Get out of here.
Yeah, so that's how it works.
But that's how, when you're $5 an hour, you're expendable.
Just
so what do I do? So I go get a job at this other bagel store. It was on 18th, I think it was 18th and Bath, if I remember correctly at the time. And I remember they gave me the morning shift, like 5 to like 12, bro. It was the worst because I had to get up in the middle of the winter. Remember, the Golden Gloves start in the winter. I had to get up in the middle of winter, like 4:30 in the morning, get dressed and walk. In freezing cold to 18th and Bath. I lived across the street from Utrecht High School, so I had to walk all the way to 18th and Bath, right? Freezing. You know, one thing about morning shifts on bagel stores, they're busy, bro, because everybody's going to work. Everybody wants their morning coffee.
Prime time bagel time,
wants their bacon, egg, and cheese. It's a miserable shift. You're still trying to wake up, and everybody's like, boom, 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 and then you're in New York, you know? So I remember they had this, like, grandmother lady. Like, she was the mother of the owner. The owner was one of the original Brooklynites that went to Jersey. She was already in Jersey, but she had this bagel store. So she used to leave her mother to run it. Her mother had old school Brooklyn old lady smoking 10,000 cigarettes a day inside the bagel store. And the window, there was a window that she would open, and she would sit right next to the window. I was here by the cash register and how to make the sandwiches to the right. To the left, she was by the window in a seat with emphysema, still smoking. And I'm like, when you think you want to stop it? You have emphysema? She's like, for what? And she was she was tough. So I remember one day, just to you're probably wondering why am I telling this story, and you know, so here's why I'm telling this story. We were talking about the whole he boxes, it's cute, right?
Yeah.
So again, I'm already starting to like, you know, get some notoriety. Not a lot yet, but I've already won 1 Golden Glove title. So people are taking a slight notice of me.
Recognition.
But inside boxing, not outside of boxing. But it's not what it would become yet. But it was already inside the gym, like, oh, Paulie's getting good, you know? Anyway, the daughter shows up to the bagel store one day. Finally, she's in Jersey. I never met her. She goes up. She's like, who are you? And I'm like, I'm the kid who wears a morning shift. And she was tall. She was a big lady. So I'm small. And at that time, I was fighting 125 pounds. I'm really small. So I'm like,
wow.
I'm the new kid. What do you mean? She goes, you're the new kid? My mom told me you're a boxer. She goes, I could beat you up.
Oh, shit.
I was like, yeah. I was like, all right.